You found CPS's number and you reported that they were abusing a child.
Was it a call out of concern?
Where was the bruise?
Directly on the top of her head.
That's very serious.
Or a nanny's payback for no paycheck?
How many requests had you made for your pay from the defendants?
6 times.
You understand where I'm going? You understand it doesn't look good for you.
This is Judge Judy.
Ms. Morehouse, it is your claim that the defendants owe you for wages that they didn't pay you after you were let go as their nanny.
Correct.
And I have a couple of questions for you, some things that are marginally disturbing to me about your behavior from your own complaint. Mr. and Mrs. Hudson say they don't owe you any money because they have one of the most ridiculous counterclaims that I've actually read in a long time. They said that you put their very expensive steak knives in the dishwasher and you left the house a mess.
Your Honor.
I didn't ask you a question.
I'm sorry.
So let's start with this. Who's going to speak for the two of you?
I will.
Great. How many days did Miss Morehouse work for you?
5.
How many days did you pay her for?
0.
You have to pay her. Do you understand?
Yes.
Did you go to work
Yes.
those 5 days?
Yes.
Then you have to pay her. Did you get paid? Yes. When you went to work, you got paid, right? So if you're dissatisfied with someone's performance, just like your boss could fire you, you can fire her, which you did. You can do that, but you have to pay her for the 5 days. How many hours each of the 5 days did she work?
21.
21 hours in total.
Yes.
Is that correct?
21 and a half, Your Honor.
Oh, give me a break. I'm going to get to you in a second.
Okay.
And how much were you supposed to be paid an hour?
$15 an hour.
$315.
It was actually $322.50, but also they asked me to reimburse for them. They would reimburse me for $7, which I went and bought.
$322 because
Yes.
you worked 21 and a half hours. Great. They have to pay you $322. Great. Now, my problem, because I mentioned it to you, is they got you through a service. And one of the things that you said in your complaint, you said after 2 weeks working for the Hudsons, so you didn't work 5 days a week. You
No.
worked.
I worked 3 days a week.
You said after 2 weeks. On what date did you notice a bruise on their 5-year-old daughter?
On May 21st, I noticed...
5/21.
Yes.
And what was your last day of work?
It was 5/23. It was a Thursday.
Now, when you noticed the bruise on their child and you asked her what happened, according to you, she responded that her dad got mad at her the night before,
Correct.
which suggested that her father hit her.
Yes.
And where was the bruise?
It was directly on the top of her head.
She's 5 years old. She has hair. How do you see a bruise on top of your head?
It was more of a goose egg, so it stuck up a little bit.
Really? Well, that's really, Miss Morehouse, that's very serious.
It is.
If you, just a sec, that's very serious. That doesn't wait 2 days until you're fired. That requires you to pick up the phone and call Protective Services immediately, if it's true. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Okay. That means that you're a lousy nanny. That means exactly what I just said. That means you're a lousy nanny. If I believe what you said was true, that she had a lump on her head that you could see, and you asked her what happened, and she said, my daddy got mad at me, which means he either took a hammer, a hard object, and hit his 5-year-old over the head, and you weren't sufficiently concerned as a child protector, nanny, to immediately call Child Protective Services on the 21st. You waited until what date to call Child Protective Services?
I called them on June 10th.
On June 10th?
Yes.
No, just a second. June 10th. So let me figure this out. You figured the 5-year-old could wait 3 weeks because on June 10th, you had already asked for your money.
Your Honor, I have never experienced anything like this before. All the families I had watched before, I've had good experiences.
How did you file Child Protective Service number on June 10th?
How?
How?
Online. I looked up the number online.
Well, that's what you do if you're a nanny.